Hey guys, it is your girl Andy, and I just came back from photographing an event. Again, I am not a professional photographer by any means, but I have been having the opportunities to take my photography to events. Like, how cool is that? And I wanted to share a little bit about how this even happened because it's just wild. So, as you guys know, I'm on Instagram. Come check me out, coach underscore Andy underscore Hoffer, two F's. And, I started out like I was just taking pictures of me all crazy, like weird angles. Like, I was trying to mimic what I would see on Instagram and fail miserably. Like, oh my God, my pictures back in my old yoga account were terrible, man, like absolutely terrible. Like some of them, I'm just like, I don't even know what I was trying to do with that. Never mind the fact that I was, not flexible at the time. Oh, wow, this must have been at least 7, 8 years ago. Hold on, wait. So I've been with my husband 8 years. So maybe it was like 6 years ago. And I just remember thinking, yeah, no, this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. I mean, 6 years later, I'm getting paid to take pictures. Like there's a process that happens from beginner to semi-professional to professional to expert to like it. There's levels to this shit, right? And so throughout my journey in Instagram and like taking pictures and playing with filters, seeing the things I like, I've decided that whatever the algorithm is promoting, I don't want it because I really don't care what Instagram likes or doesn't like. This is what I like. This is how I want to shoot. These are the pictures I want to take. And so I started doing it like that and just slowly started getting better. And I take picture after picture after picture after picture after picture, looking, if I look this way, I look crazy. If I look this way, I look okay. But if I look this way, I look great. Just testing the waters and seeing what works and what doesn't work. I mean, I think you can see where I'm going with this, right? If you've been following me long enough, I think you can see where this is going. And then, I had a mentor who was like, Andy, you need to get a better camera because the picture quality that you're putting out on Instagram is just trash. He didn't say anything about composition. He didn't say anything about the pictures I was taking. He didn't say anything about lighting or, the filters. He didn't say anything about that. He just says the quality of the picture is trash. Up your game, girl. And I thought, oh, that's an easy fix. I'm not going to be compromising what I want to do. It's changing the media. So I got myself a nice little camera. It's a little Sony. A little expensive. On cameras. Good cameras are expensive. But I figure, you know what? If I want to be taking all these pictures, then I absolutely want to make sure that I'm taking the best quality pictures that I possibly can, right? So that was what I could afford with the lens and an SD card. And I got to get a case and I got to get a flash and I got to get a tripod and I got to get this and I got to get that. Again, I think you know where I'm going with this, but keep holding on for this ride. And so I had just started shooting. I just started taking pictures and I just started asking people, hey, can I practice with my camera on you? Yes. Oh, can I practice on you? Yes. Hey, why don't you come do this event? What? Like, yeah, you can make some money. Come and shoot these people. What? Make money? Okay. So I started taking pictures for money. And then I had another friend tell me, hey, there's this wedding that do you want to go shoot? I'm like, okay, no, that is like crazy. That's like too much. And it's like, oh no, but you'll be like second, you'll be the backup. You won't be the primary because you know how important wedding pictures are. And I'm definitely not at that level. I'm just going to be real. Like, I'm just like, no, but as a backup, I could do it, but I'll be out of the country. So I had to say no to that. But I would have said yes. And, I just got to thinking, how did I get here? Pictures for money, pictures for money. I mean, that was what I wanted with Instagram, right? Pictures for money. I mean, it doesn't look how I wanted. I thought I'd put the picture up and people would want me to coach them. Pictures for money. Pictures of what I have that you want for money. Little did I know it'd be shooting pictures and making money. Like, it just blows my mind. And so there's a lot of things in this process that had to happen. First, I had to let go of the notion that, okay, my pictures suck, I quit. You can't do that. You're going to suck when you start at something. When you're a beginner, you're going to be terrible at something. That goes for anything. That goes for exercise. That goes for dieting. That goes for a new profession. That goes for a new thing that you're studying. That goes for a relationship. That goes for whatever it is that you are starting for the first time. You're a beginner. You suck. Okay? It's very rare that somebody's going to be anywhere decent when they first start. Like, those people are considered prodigies. 99.9999999% of the people are not prodigies. Hence the word prodigy, right? So I had to dispel that notion that, man, I suck at taking pictures. I should just quit. I had to let that go. And then as I got better, I had to start focusing on what was real, what I wanted, not what the algorithm dictated, what I wanted, what made me feel fulfilled and happy and amazing with the pictures that I was taking. I had to let go of follow the crowd, follow the current, like I was either follow the crowd or follow my heart. Choosing following your heart is always going to win out 100%. And then on top of both of those things, I also had to let go of the idea that, what I was doing was perfect, because it's not. When my coach said, hey, Andy, use a camera, like, get with it. If you're going to do this, fucking do it. Like, oh, you're right. I can take it up another level. I'm not changing my pictures. I'm changing the quality, taking it to another level. And there's a difference, right? There's a difference in compromising what you want to do versus what's going to enhance what you do. And when you sit down and think about the suggestions that people are making, are they detracting from your life? Are they pulling away from the love of something that you have, or are they trying to help you enhance it? That's really hard to figure out. That's a hard one. And then the last lesson in all this journey, which to me is like the most baffling one, is just realizing that your dream might not look exactly how you dreamed it to be. Like, I really thought, oh, I'm going to take pictures and I'm going to be this influencer on Instagram. I have fallen so flat on my face in that realm. But I'm doing well with the pictures for money, pictures at events. Like, I'm blown away. Because that's the dream. But it's just not what I thought the dream was. But it is the dream. So I say all this just to say, this is my journey, and it's been a long journey, to say the least. But you never know where you're going to end up when you start your journey. Be flexible. Be willing to learn. Have a beginner mindset. You know what? I should do a podcast on beginner mindset, because it is absolutely beautiful having a beginner mindset. Always be willing to learn, but never compromise who you are. Never settle for anything less than what's moving you towards your dream. And sometimes you even got to talk yourself out of talking yourself out of that too. Because I could have easily been like, man, I suck at taking pictures. I'm done. But I didn't, because something said, Andy, this is what you want. All right, guys. Happy Sunday. Hope you got something out of this. Let me know what you guys thought of it. Talk to you later. Bye.